As she dusted the living room, Maria couldn't help but notice the familiarity between her boss's best friend, Alex, and her boss's fiancée, Emma. They were laughing and whispering to each other, their faces inches apart. Maria's eyes widened as she watched them share a tender touch, their hands brushing against each other. At first, Maria thought she must be mistaken. Emma was engaged to Maria's boss, Mr. Smith, after all, but as she continued to observe their behavior, she realized that something was amiss. Maria had been working for the Smiths for 5 years, and she had never seen Emma and Alex so cozy. She felt a knot in her stomach as she tried to process what she was seeing. She didn't want to believe it, but the evidence was right in front of her. As the day went on, Maria found herself watching Emma and Alex more closely. She saw the way they looked at each other, the way they found excuses to touch each other. It was clear that they were hiding something, but what could Maria do? She was just a maid, after all. She didn't want to get involved in her boss's personal life, yet, she couldn't shake off the feeling that she had stumbled upon something big. As the days went by, Maria couldn't help but notice more and more moments between Emma and Alex. She saw them stealing glances at each other during dinner parties, their legs touching under the table. She saw them exchanging flirtatious texts when they thought no one was looking. Maria felt like she was living in a soap opera. She didn't know what to do with this information. Part of her wanted to confront Emma and Alex, to tell them that she knew their secret. But another part of her wanted to stay out of it, to keep her head down and her mouth shut. One day, Maria was cleaning the master bedroom when she stumbled upon a piece of paper on the floor. She picked it up, thinking it was a receipt or a shopping list. But as she looked at it, her heart skipped a beat. It was a love letter, written in Emma's handwriting. The letter was addressed to Alex, and it spoke of their secret meetings and stolen moments. Maria felt like she had been punched in the gut. She couldn't believe what she was reading. As she finished reading the letter, Maria heard a noise behind her. She turned around to see Emma standing in the doorway, a look of panic on her face. "Maria, what are you doing?" Emma asked, her voice trembling. Maria tried to speak, but her voice caught in her throat. She held up the letter, and Emma's face went white. "Please, Maria," Emma begged. "You have to promise not to tell anyone. Please." Maria was taken aback by Emma's desperation. She didn't know what to say or do. She felt like she was trapped in a web of secrets and lies. And then, just as suddenly as it had started, everything went black. Maria woke up to find herself lying on the floor, her head throbbing. Emma was kneeling beside her, a look of concern on her face. "Maria, I'm so sorry," Emma said, helping Maria to her feet. "I didn't mean to scare you. Please, just promise me you won't tell anyone about this." Maria was still trying to process what had happened. She felt like she had been punched in the gut. "I don't know, Emma," Maria said, her voice shaking. "I don't know if I can keep this secret." Emma's face fell, and she looked like she was about to cry. "Please, Maria," Emma begged. "If Mr. Smith finds out, he'll be devastated, and it will ruin everything." Maria felt a pang of guilt. She didn't want to be the one to cause trouble for her boss. "Okay, Emma," Maria said finally. "I won't say anything, but you have to promise me one thing." "What's that?" Emma asked, her eyes hopeful. "You have to tell Mr. Smith the truth," Maria said, looking Emma straight in the eye. "He deserves to know what's going on." Emma nodded, looking relieved. "I will, Maria," Emma promised. "I'll tell him soon. I just need some time to figure things out." Maria nodded, feeling like she had made a deal with the devil.